What is the first thing that comes in your mind when you read this video's title? Maybe something like this. What on earth that you can say like that? Tolerance is important and you cannot to be intolerant. Okay, hold on. Let me explain this. Yes, of course, I agree if tolerance is important, but sometimes there is condition that we don't need that. And one example of that condition is body shaming jokes. I think you begin to understand about this. And for whoever that experienced these bad jokes, you may feel down, but you can deal it with self-compassion. So, what I'm gonna talk is about intolerance in the body shaming jokes and self-compassion. So, about the body shaming jokes, these jokes usually come from the people who are very close and important in our life. When a person already is insecure about certain things about their appearance, some close friend or relative pass a comment jokingly. Of course, it demoralizes that person to the core. Maybe it is you that still make funny of someone's difference in appearance. You may think that it's just a joke. It's just a joke that we usually do to our friends. But perhaps, for them, that is not just a joke. Obviously, there are some people that will not take such jokes seriously and would not mind at all. But then again, you don't know what is inside someone's heart. Their face might smile, even laugh, but who knows if their heart is hurt. Imagine that if were you in their position, then you will be able to feel it. If you are the one that often to be the object of those jokes, sure, you can laugh at their supposed joke and not be mean to them because you consider them close to you. But it affects you in a negative way to for sure as you feel that everyone noticed those things of you, which you consider as your flaws. You can say what is you truly feel. If you feel your friends have gone too far, you should talk. Don't tolerate them because that is your heart, that is the one you should tolerate. Don't ever to think what they will say after it. Never mind if they will think you are touchy, because it is important to stop it earlier rather than to hold it until it affects your heart. Believe me, your truly friends will understand you and stop it. And for you, who still makes the jokes, I will tell you that body shaming is never funny. There are so many ways to tell the jokes without saying they are too fat, too bony, too tall, too short, or others. In fact, they have known their appearance. You should know that we are heterogeneous. I mean, we have variety in appearance, in height, in health, in looks, and being fat or thin, short or tall, black or white, it is not a choice. They could not choose to be which appearance when they were born. So if a person who does not appear ideal in your standards is never able to come in terms of the ideal appearance status which you feel they should be, don't ever to ridicule them. You just make them feel inadequate by saying, just for fun, whether you believe or not. They are losing a percentage of their self-esteem and their confidence. Maybe time passed for you, but for them, they will never forget it. Next time, whenever you feel like you can laugh a little by mocking the person sitting in front of you, smiling on your stupid comments on their body, think about what would happen if you were them. Intolerance to body shaming jokes not only for the victim, it also can be for you. Yes, for you, the person who still has kindness in your heart and feel that it is not right. You can say to the door of the action to stop it. You can say, "Oh friend, Your joke is too mean. I know you probably didn't mean to, but calling her out of her weight isn't cool. It can stop them doing that at the moment. Then you can say, like kind of this sentence, don't listen to them, you are beautiful the way you are. To the victims, it might a simple sentence, but at least you have entertained them. Some of you who have experienced this may get used to it or ignore it, but I believe it still affects you even if only slightly. You may feel down, not confident, even blame yourself for your imperfection. So, to bring it back, you need a self-compassion. No, self-compassion is not the same as feeling sorry for yourself. That is one of the biggest myths about self-compassion. In fact, self-compassion is an antidote to self-pity and the tendency to whine about our bad luck. Research shows that self-compassionate people are less likely to get swallowed up by self-pitying thoughts about how bad things are. That is one of the reasons self-compassionate people have the better mental health. There are three elements of self-compassion. The first is self-kindness. Implementing self-kindness is basically not difficult but requires deep appreciation, such as still looking at ourselves positively rather than over-criticizing ourselves for our imperfection or for the mistakes we have made. The main point is to stay kind to ourselves. We should recognize that being imperfect, failing, and experiencing life difficulties is inevitable. So we tend to be gentle with ourselves when confronted with painful experiences rather than getting angry when life falls short of set ideals. Second is common humanity. The very definition of being human means that one is mortal, vulnerable, and imperfect. So this means that self-compassion involves recognizing that suffering and personal inadequacy is part of the shared human experience, something that we all go through rather than being something that happens to me alone. The third is mindfulness. Mindfulness is a non-judgmental, receptive mind state in which one observes thoughts and feelings as they are, without trying to suppress or deny them. We cannot ignore our pain and feel compassion for it at the same time. At the same time, mindfulness requires that we not be over-identified with thoughts and feelings so that we are caught up and swept away by negative reactivity. So that is all. You should not tolerate body-shaming jokes directed at you. You should talk and stop the way your friends making a joke of your flaws. Your heart, even your mental health, is more important than what they will think about you. But if you have already been down, you should build a self-compassion. I believe you can do all of this. And for you who makes the jokes, clearly, I repeat again that body shaming is never funny. Instead of making jokes, why shouldn't you give them a compassion? Let's redo it together. Yes, us, because me myself sometimes accidentally make a joke of my friend's appearance and still let my friends direct those jokes toward me even though I feel little hurt. The thing that we all should understand is we are all humans. We are imperfect. We all are different from one another, and we are beautiful in our own way. Thank you.